Music Monday.
Woo!
Monday. How's everyone doing?
I was just saying that yesterday, but Sunday. What is that from?
Family Guy.
Thank you.
That's like, isn't that like every monster truck commercial? Sunday.
Right, yeah. So I figured it was somewhat like a football-ish theme, so I figured just throw that in there today. But we're here today with Alejandro Mercado?
That's right.
Yes. Killing it. All right. Why don't you let everyone know what you do and where you're tuning in from?
Oh, right on. Well, I'm Alejandro, and I play drums for a couple bands, mainly the world over. Do Billy Idol, Idol X. It's a Billy Idol tribute gig, and Rocky Kramer, Street Drum Corps, which I know Mel's part of, and Street Beat, which it's like a hip hop drum show, and Tommy C and the Black Widow Grease Band, little mosh podge of different bands, and I'm tuning in from Los Angeles, California.
Very nice.
Awesome.
How are things going out there?
Not so hot.
No,
not so hot. No.
I mean, the weather's probably a little okay, better than here. We have like 12 inches of snow here.
Yeah, definitely better than that. Yeah, I gotta say it's still not. It's not as sunny as it can be out here. It's a little cold. I just came back from Florida last night, and it was much better over there. During the day you wear your t-shirt, at night it gets a little cold. Throw on a little hoodie and you're set.
Mm-hmm. So I saw you were out there doing the Billy Idol show. Cool. How was that, and where was it? What's the deal over there?
Well, over there it's pretty much, it's a free for all. It's open. Things are open. It was a great time. We played in Destin, which is, I want to say it's in like the Panhandle, or it's a small town, and we played at this place called Club LA or Club Destin. I really don't know the official name of the club, but it was a cool club. It was a good time, and we had a great weekend of shows. We played Friday and Saturday night.
Nice.
Did it feel like you were going into another dimension, like going from lockdown California to just like free for all in Florida?
Well, no, not really, because there's been some places throughout the lockdown that, I've been fortunate enough to be gigging during the lockdown here and there, and you get to go out to these different states that have their own set of rules, and you get to experience it, and it's just like a normal day again. You don't even think about it. There's no like masked police per se, right? Put on your mask. It's like, no, man, everyone's like, just be safe. Don't be going around giving free hugs to everybody. Yeah, you don't see too many people holding those signs these days, right?
Yeah. Not no more.
No.
You got to pay for them now? No. No hugs.
Yeah, I mean, but otherwise it was fun. It was great to play for a good amount of people. In the recent months, it's been like limited capacity, 25% here, 50% there, and everybody, every venue's different. This one was pretty good.
Nice. Would you say that your original band, The World Over, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys doing stuff as opposed to like cover band, or your tribute bands? You feel like there's like a difference between the gigs that you guys could get? Absolutely.
It's a different market, with Idol X. It's it's a niche type of band, right? Venues know what they're getting. It's almost like it's almost like, how DJs get a gig, right? Venues know that they're gonna make money, and people are familiar with that vibe. They know that people are gonna dance, people are gonna buy drinks and make the venue money. So when you have a tribute band, they know what they're getting into. And I feel like tribute bands are very easy to market because of that. Whereas original bands, it's extra difficult,
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you guys played shows?
With the world over?
Yeah.
Like during lockdown, during quarantine type stuff?
No, not during the lockdown. World Over's been doing some different stuff. We've been doing a lot of music videos, photo shoots. We just got a brand new guitarist, Christian Rivera, and he's added like a new dynamic to the band, which is really cool. He's brought a lot to the table. We recorded a lot of new music that we're going to be releasing, and just doing all the behind the scenes work. So when we want to really make it count when we're ready to push everything out,
Yeah, so definitely. I saw some like behind the scenes videos and pictures and stuff that you were posting, and you were where did you guys film that? It looked like some big like warehouse that you guys were filming in. That might have been one of the older ones.
Yeah, so we've been using this facility called FD Studios, and they have multiple locations all throughout LA. And I've done some videos there for artists here and there. I did one in that particular room. I did a video for this one pop type of artist, and I brought it up to the band. I was like, yo, check out this room. And I showed them pictures, and they really liked the vibe. And we used that particular room, it had like the LED lights. It was just a black room and it had rain. It was like a rain room.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It was really fun. And the shoot was it was quick, man. We had like a really good team, and we just blasted through it like in 5 hours. And the video came out it's definitely going to be our coolest video yet, personally, I think. But shortly after, we saw Buck Cherry was in that same room like a week or two afterwards, and I was like, we better release it first, man. We don't want to be the copycats. But no, it's a sick room, so I could see why bands do videos in there all the time. And now for our recent photo shoot, we used a different location in a different room, and they all have their own vibes, and they all have their own types of amenities, and their own special vibe to it, which sets them apart from each other.
Cool.
Sounds like a fun place.
We've got some anyone in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions for anyone, feel free to chime in. We've got Luna Bear saying hello from Hudson Valley.
What's happening?
Apparently Mel's a ventriloquist. Did I say that right?
Was I on a delay?
I don't know. There was a little skip there, so maybe. And a question for you: does Idlex do any deep tracks, or is it all greatest hits only type of thing?
We do greatest hits. We do deep tracks. We throw in covers. We got the dollar menu. We got it all for you, baby. No, it depends on what the show's going to be.
I enjoyed the commercial.
No, these guys, they don't fuck around, man. Sorry if
beep.
If there's no
the delay.
They don't mess around, and they're ready for any kind of show. If it's like a 30-minute set, obviously you're gonna play your Billy Idol hits, right? Mm-hmm. And if you have 1 or 2 hour set, then you're gonna throw in the deep cuts and some covers.
Nice. So. Are they covers that Billy Idol's covered, or just random covers?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if I could think of some covers.
Does someone have beeping going on?
Not
I
here.
hear that too. Is it me?
Hold on. Let me see if it happens to be.
It's me. My roommate's
like
using a hairdryer.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, there's either a fire somewhere in someone's house or
everything's burning down. That's fine. No worries.
We found the problem. Mel's house is
okay.
burning down. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
All right, well, cool. How about, do you have a favorite Billy Idol song to play?
Man, no, because they're all so unique. I've really gotten I really grew to like playing the type of beat, the type of beats that Billy uses. So I was just talking about this with somebody this past weekend about the style, when and when you listen to a song, you immediately you're just kind of thinking, oh, it's this kind of beat, and it's you just go ahead and play it, and you don't really listen to the intricacies of it could be just a straight up groove, boom bap boom bap boom bap, just like every AC/DC song or like every Billy Idol song. But when you sit with it and you listen to all these songs, you start to realize there's one thing in common, which is like the momentum and the way it's played. Like I was saying, when I listen to a Billy Idol song in the car,
it's a Tommy Price. A Tommy Price beat.
It's a Tommy Price beat. All of a sudden, it's like I got somewhere to be. I'm like, out of the way. It's like it's got this momentum to it. So I've just kind of grown to really like that kind of beat that goes through every Billy Idol song. There's some cool fills, but the intensity and just the drive, they all have that. So it's like it's fun. The whole set is like super fun. And then you got songs that are more chill, like Flesh for Fantasy, which is like super it's mellow, and you gotta lay down the groove, you know what I mean? So get some hips shaking out there.
Right.
So what would you prefer to play? Do you like something that is just a simple, steady, but like driving energetic beat like you were just describing, or something that's crazy with like tons of fills and just going nuts? Like, what is your...
I love it all, man. I really do. I really do. Like with The World Over, I get to do that. I get to bring my double pedal and just throw buckets of fish all over the place, and Mel gets that joke. It's bucket of fish. So it's like a drum. It's a drum fill that like everybody knows.
So it's not like cha.
Yeah, kind of like that. But
bucket of do.
That's
how we speak to Mel when we play.
Yeah, that's that drum talk,
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy it all. I do. So that's the answer.
All right, so to go along with that, then, are there any drum beats that you hate playing? Or any styles of music that you're like, damn, why did I take this gig?
Shit, yeah. I do have to say, I don't necessarily like hate it or like refuse to play it, but I get some like folk type of bands that fall in my lap, like a gig that, hey, I got this folk band, they need a drummer, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm not doing anything on Tuesday night, so I'll go play some folk beats, and it's like, like it's cool. The music as a whole, like it's folk music and that kind of stuff it's really cool. The music as a whole, it's fun to listen to, and it's nice. But the drum parts, sometimes it's like when you're the one playing the drums, and it's almost like in band class as a kid where like you wait like the whole song just to hit that one crash cymbal, and then
Yep. Rest for 52 measures, hit one beat, rest for another 82.
Yeah.
There's some trivia questions here. Do you know who played the drums on Moni Moni? And also, do you know who originally wrote it?
Moni Moni, was that Frankie Banali?
On the drums?
I believe that was actually.
I don't know that answer, but I know the other answer.
Yeah.
I know who wrote the song.
Well, it wasn't Billy Idol. I don't think. No, but I actually think that Frankie Banali was the original drummer on that track. Fun fact.
Okay, I'll
if anyone in the chat would like to do a quick Google search for
Michael
us,
Miller
let
says
us know.
yeah. Michael Miller says yes. Do you know who it was written by? Roxy, do you know?
No.
I'll give you a hint. They also wrote Crimson and Clover.
Oh, I know.
What?
Tommy James and the Shondells?
Shondells, yes.
Shondells. Ding, ding, ding.
Quick double trivia there. Wait, who wrote Crimson and Clover? No.
Bruce Wayne did.
Bruce is
Bruce
trying to
Wayne.
off the
Where's he
couch.
at?
He's like slowly pushing me away.
It's like my couch.
Yeah, you can't sit here. You can't push me out. Oh boy. Oh, I have another Billy Idol, but then we can move on from Billy Idol, I guess, because that's not your only thing that you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Do you think "White Wedding" is an appropriate song at a wedding?
Oh shit! I don't. I honestly have never listened to it's a fun song, but I actually don't know what it's about. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, screw it. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like everyone else, you would just be like, yeah, cool song, wedding, awesome. But I think, I could be wrong, I think it's about like sacrificing people or something. It's not like really supposed to be for weddings.
Wait, really? That's not what I thought it was about.
I don't know, but it's not about something, it's not about a nice wedding. What do you think
Manny,
it was about? We could all have theories.
Dark turn, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's each go around with our theories, because I totally thought that it was about someone who is not a virgin and the irony of them wearing a white dress on the wedding day. That's what I thought.
Those are all very interesting.
Yeah.
Roxy, you have a theory? You're big on
I
conspiracies.
don't know. I have to look up the lyrics.
I know it's something weird. It's like not supposed to be. It's really supposed to be like about like a nightmare wedding, not really like a nice wedding. But I just thought that was interesting.
That's
fun.
A good question.
Right? That was my question.
All right. Right on.
Jason wants to know, is it any worse than Run Around Stew or Paradise by the Dashboard Light for a wedding? I'd say about equal.
I don't know if that is. Oh, yeah. And we've got Denise tuning in from Canada. Cool. Hello.
Oh, right on. Alberta,
Nice.
Canada.
So also on your Instagram and stuff, you're mainly on Instagram pretty much, right? For everyone to follow you?
Yeah, Instagram. I got a Facebook and I got a YouTube channel too.
Cool. So I saw you have a pretty cool at-home drum setup. Is that correct?
So yeah. So I got a drum studio, and then I have a drum set at home as well for like when I just get that itch, or when you wake up and need get the joints moving, you just hop on behind that drum set and give it a go for a second.
Nice.
Very cool. It's cool because I got all the quiet stuff on there. You got the quiet cymbals, and I got those these pads that go on the drum, and it helps create less headaches for people.
Are they like the squishy foam pads?
Yeah, Aquarian super pads is what they are.
Nice. So tell us about all your gear. What kind of drums you use? What kind of cymbals? What kind of sticks? Well,
as you know, I use head drumsticks and accessories, and everything under the sun that Big Bang Distribution deals with, because they are simply the best, and they know how to take care of their artists. And I've used their sticks for as long as I could remember. I mean, I used wood sticks for a while, but I've always had a pair of head drumsticks. And when I moved to LA and got involved with street drum corps, just like I just never stopped using them after that. And so I do that. I've been using Zildjian cymbals my whole life, and DW PDP drums. And what else? You got like drum techs, Simpad, which are all Big Bang distribution items. Take note, listeners. All right, you can find this all under the same guy.
The same guy.
The man himself,
my guy.
Bob Kasha.
Nice.
The guy who knows a thing or two.
Yeah.
He's got stuff. Lots of stuff.
Oh, yeah, you know.
I want to hire you to do commercials for us now.
Yeah. Matt wants to know what your top 5 drummers, and when did you get hit by the music bug? Was that a pun, the hit? But I'm
just bit.
Bug. When did you get bit by the music bug?
There you go.
Okay, got it.
We're
getting there, guys.
I'll start by answering the second part of that.
Okay.
I got hit with the music bug at a very early age. I mean, as early as I can remember. I used to be a big fan of. I still am, man. I still am. I was just reading a fat book about James Bond this past weekend. James Bond, all right? The films with the best title songs. And I remember loving A View to a Kill, which is a Roger Moore James Bond film. And the song was so badass. And, it was by Duran Duran. And, when you listen to Hungry Like the Wolf, trust me, ladies, it ain't nothing like A View to a Kill, all right? It's a badass song. And I remember we had a Duran Duran Greatest Hits CD in the car, and I'd always be asking my dad, play that song again. And like he'd have to be like, all right, we got to listen to a different song now. We've heard that one like 10 times now, dude. So after that, I just, Duran Duran was my favorite band, and then it progressed to like rock and harder rock, and now I'm here wearing all black. And so there's that.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So
I think I'm wearing like the one not black shirt that I own.
Yeah, except Mel, who is not.
Still have a soul. So that's
1 day a week I have a soul.
That's all right. Only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays.
Yeah. So as a young kid, and then my top 5 drummers, man, there's so many, but I'll have to start with the obvious one. Being my first favorite band, and learning to play drums to them was Duran Duran's drummer, super underrated drummer, Roger Taylor, same name as Queen's drummer, but yeah, you got Roger Taylor, and then Def Leppard's drummer, Rick Allen, and then Dean Castronova. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. That's the hitter right there. Dean Castronova. That guy can play anything, and he's got an amazing voice. You got Tommy Lee. You gotta have the man in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then those are like the guys that I learned to play drums to. But then there's people there's drummers that I've met along the way that have helped mold me as a drummer. Really fine tune things and learn lessons that they're just so valuable. You wouldn't learn them anywhere else. And you got guys like Jeremy Colson, Tommy Clefetos, Eric Aldenius, and Paul Wertico. Those guys have taught me, just how to be a professional and how to really be a drummer, a musician. So that's more than 5, but
yeah,
they got it.
You got to mix them up, Yeah. Nice.
So it's interesting you just said musician, because I have a question for you. What do you feel takes you to that next level from just being a drummer to being a well-rounded full musician, or for any instrument? You could just, go from being a guitarist or a bass player or a keyboardist to a musician. Like, what makes that difference to you?
One word, and that's experience. Because there's just certain things that you'll never learn. Like, you could go to a music school and take all the different, classes and all this and that, but there's always going to be some things that you'll never learn in school that you can only understand by having experience out in the field, right? That's how to work with other musicians. That's how to be able to change gears and not just be the double pedal blast beat guy in the Rolling Stones cover band. So, it's how to work with, people. That's just like, I think that's number one, really, when you're want to be a working musician. You got to know how to play your instrument, but above everything, you got to get along with others. I mean, it's really what they say. It's 1 hour that you spend on stage, right? Generally speaking, it's really the other 23 hours that matter. It's how you get along with the people you're working with.
Natalie would like to know, what about any women drummers?
All right, yeah, I got Melanie right here.
I was gonna say,
thanks.
Yeah, and
brownie points.
Yeah, well, she's got a kick-ass style. I'm sure. I didn't get to see the name who asked that question, but I'm sure you've seen Natalie. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen her Mel's Instagram. She's got a cool thing going, and I gotta say, my girl Veronica Bolino, my lord, she's a hitter, man. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her. She plays drums for DMC and Life of Agony, and she was one of the first pros that I ran into when I moved to LA at 19. I was going to MI, and I went to this Cattle Call audition, which was like, I couldn't tell you how many drummers. It was like days of auditions where they just kept cutting drummers left and right. Every day it kept getting smaller until it was myself with Veronica and Gabriel Grinta, who he played drums for the Blue Man Group, and then Joe Connor, who he's doing a lot of cool stuff. Great people. And I remember being in the room with Veronica and remembering, dude, I've seen this chick on the internet. Like, I've seen her in ads. Like, holy crap! Like, yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe that we all four of us ended up getting that gig, and it was like a EDM type of deal where we wore masks, and it was like LED drums, and we did like EDM festivals. And dude, I looked up to her so much, and I learned a lot from her. And it's cool that she did the repurposed drumming type of thing where, playing on buckets and other objects besides acoustic drums. So yeah, girl, if you're listening, I love you.
Hello. There was, I think, 2 people asking this about, have you heard of, I don't know who this is, so I'm not gonna
Claude Coleman.
The only Claude I know of is Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, I have not. I've not heard of Claude Coleman, unfortunately, and I have not heard of what was that? The Ween?
Ween?
Yeah, I have not heard of. I gotta admit, I'm not too hip to a lot of music right now. Like, I'm not. I don't really go out and like, I gotta find, a new artist and all this stuff. I usually focus on what's in front of me, or like something something of that sort. I really suck at finding like the newest hip artists, like I know who The Weeknd is.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah, there's so much.
There's a lot.
I know. It's too much sometimes, man. But I like the top dogs of today. You got Miley Cyrus with her new album. Damn, dude.
It's great. She did really good.
She's amazing.
Like, she really, I don't know if Stevie Nicks was on the song, but her cover of that was like insane.
Yeah.
Like, her vocals on that were so good.
Yeah, totally.
She's
undeniably.
Great. She really is.
I also see I see Metal Cohen in the chat. She's amazing.
Oops.
Metal Cohen. So she.
Oh, am I saying it wrong? I totally thought it was Metal.
It's all right. I won't tell.
It's only on the internet. It'll be here for a little while.
No, like the world over, I think did a show with her. This was prior to me joining the band, but she's actually a sick drummer. So that's another female drummer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And who else do we see on here? Meg White. She's from the White Stripes, correct?
Correct.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if any of you know. Wasn't she not originally a drummer? They just needed a drummer, and she jumped in, or am I thinking of a different band?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I heard that story too, but I'm not completely 100% on my knowledge. But I'm also pretty sure I've heard that as well.
I always find those stories interesting. On like, there's so many bands with every different instrument where it's like, oh yeah, I mean, hey, like Roxy's a guitarist, and we're like, hey, we need a bass player. You have a bass? Cool, let's go.
I did see some of the new Anti-Flag documentary, which I think Chris too is a ridiculous bass player, and they were like, he started with us, he could not play at all, and I'm like, and you just see him play now, like he's been playing like on his Instagram and stuff, and you're like, what do you mean he couldn't play the bass? Like he's like ripping it on there,
Yeah, it's pretty cool when bands can adapt to a player in the band that's not necessarily a musician, and or if that was the case with Meg White, that's pretty badass, for her to be like, yeah, I'll come in and learn how to hit some drums for you.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah.
And now she's like a badass, So hell yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Matt wants to know if you're a jazz fan at all, like when people take turns performing solos for 15 minutes.
You know what? Yes, I'm a fan of jazz music.
The longest solo you've had?
15-minute solos. I enjoy a good solo, but 15 minutes, dog. That's a long solo, my man.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a little long.
It happens though, sometimes. Like we did a show in Texas, like recently, and we were having technical difficulties, and the singer was like telling jokes and shit, and I was like, no, like we got to do something else, and we were like brainstorming, like solo. And we're like, all right, and like I just kept going and took a break, and I looked over, and they were like, keep it going. I was like, all right, here we go. It actually was really fun, but it happens, man. Sometimes you gotta bust out that that musical hammer, and just kind of deal with it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, if you're in a jazz band and you knowingly take a 15-minute solo, man, yeah, there's some problems with that.
It's
2 hour long drum solos.
Oh my god.
Oh, Justin, dude. I love Justin, man. One of my favorite human beings, man. What did he say about Zakk Wylde?
He said that
you're the Zakk Wylde of drummers.
Oh, get the hell out of here, man. No, Justin is a madman on the drums, dude. And one of the funniest guys out there, man. This guy would. So I met him on doing a tour when the world over did a tour with OTEP, and he was playing drums for OTEP. And man, like immediately, we just got along. I feel, and we ended up just staying friends after that. And we even went ahead and did a drum clinic together. We flew out from here in LA, and we went to Kansas City, and we met up with Escape the Fate's drummer. Yeah, no, it's Escape the Fate, and they were out in Kansas City, and I talked Robert into doing the clinic as well. He's never done a clinic before, and we were doing a tour with Escape the Fate at that time in Europe, and I was like, the whole time I was like, I was blown away by Robert's style, and I was like, dude, you got to like do a drum clinic, man. Like there's certain drummers out there who they're like entertainers, and people aren't really hip to that type of thing. When you go to a drum clinic, you just kind of like, okay, so who here knows a paradiddle? Okay, well, have you seen this variation? And it's like, come on, dude. How I don't know. How many times could you see a drum clinic that's like, just all technical jargon? And I wanted to do something different. I wanted to bring like showy drummers that have a personality and, something different to bring to the table. And we got that drum clinic going and had a great time. Justin was emceeing. Oh man, killing it. Yeah, I went on a tangent there, but yeah, no, he's insane, man. That every night he's got this, like, he did this song where it was like double bass drum and like madness with the hi-hats and shit. It was crazy.
Nice.
So where have you toured with the world over? What states or what countries? How many different places have you been?
We've done, U.S., including Hawaii. We've done Europe and the United Kingdom.
Awesome. What countries in Europe?
Most of them.
A bunch.
Cool.
We'll take your word for it.
I mean, I don't know, man. You'd have to go look at the flyer, man. You know how it is, man. Like,
you never know where you are. You just wake up and there's another venue, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
So I see a cool painting behind you. Did you get into any random paintings and stuff during your quarantine time, or is that not your painting?
Hell no. This is actually my chick's painting.
Nice.
My chick did this, and yeah, as you could see, there's like.
I also wanted to ask if the wall was also part of the painting.
Yeah, I was afraid to ask because I didn't know if they were just like smudges and I didn't want to point them out. But it looks like it's part of the painting and extending, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Just in case, I was afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now you can totally see it everywhere.
Yeah, so it was just a canvas, and they it was her and her friend, and they were just messing on with painting on the canvas, and I think like one of them just went like psh, and it looked cool, and they're like, yeah, that's what it needs, and they just started splattering all over with paint.
I love it.
Nice. I always wanted to do that. Just like go in a room and just splatter paint everywhere.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Let's do it.
Screw that wall.
Yeah. Or like one of those what is it? Like the it's not a rec room, but like a room where you just go in and break stuff.
Yeah.
Like that seems like a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, well, I I don't know yet, but we're actually about to do a music. The world over is going to do a music video in one of those. So it's just going to be us. You know?
Yeah.
I want to stick paint inside of all the things that we would break, so that when you break everything, paint just splatters everywhere.
Yo, that's a great idea.
I think we need to make a joint music video, like collaborate on a song.
Everyone's
that's the
in all
video.
white. Someone did that. Who did that?
You guys familiar with the Goldbergs?
Mm-mm.
The TV show, The Goldbergs?
It's not like Goldberg, like the wrestler, right?
Oh, dude, no. You remember that guy? No.
Because he's also hosting TV shows now. So
Is he really?
Yeah, it's like some weird, like sword making show, or like people make all these crazy knives and they have to like go through an obstacle course and like chop things, and he's the host.
Isn't it like called Forged in Iron or something
Forged
like that?
Fire or something like that.
Forged in Fire. Yeah, my buddy was telling me about that show. So you got to watch this show, man. And I still got to check it out. But I've heard great things about it. I remember as a kid seeing that dude in like quick, you know, when they promote the WWE or whatever the hell it was. It's like they do like flashes of each wrestler. And that dude always looks so aggressive. He always like, yeah. And I was like, oh, dude, why is that guy always so mad, dude? But, you know, that's the name of the wrestling game, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Justin knows the name. Rage Room. That's what it's called.
Rage Room.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to go in a Rage Room.
I would just have like hazmat suits and goggles and everything filled with paint and just smash everything with bats and it just explodes paint everywhere.
It's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So
what about the other Goldbergs?
yeah. So it was. There's a character in there that, you know, he hangs out with his buddies in a parking lot, and he likes to just, you know, hit things with a bat and break them. And then like the guy from the store always runs out. He's like, "You guys better pick that shit up," and he always run away. You know, it's a funny show.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're making fun of you in the chat, Annie.
Me? What? I'm thinking about wrestling. It was a valid question.
No way. 20 years? That's a long time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought the kid in there just had a growth spurt, and that's why he looked older all of a sudden. 20 years will do it.
Is that more seasons than Law and Order?
No, dude. I think those guys are on like you know, they're on that mummification type of diet, you know. They say preserved, man.
Yeah, I can't wait. Chris Maloney's coming back. Elliot Stabler's making his comeback. Yes.
You think he'll ever make out with Olivia?
I hope so. SVU's been going strong.
Maybe that's why he's coming back, so they'll finally get together.
I wish. They just need like one little makeout session. That's it. Benson and Stabler. All the other crime shows, they let the main characters, you know, canoodle.
Man, that's really cool for a show to be on for as long as they've been around.
I think it's 22 seasons now?
No way.
Oh, Goldberg's an Adam Sandler sitcom.
Yeah,
okay.
Happy Madison.
And
I think that's the name of the production.
20 years changes a man.
Man, you said that dude wrote that like he experienced it. He knows that's a fact, man. It's like 20 years changes a man. Follow that up with like a drag of a cigarette.
That was the other Goldbergs kind of mentality there. No.
Hey,
now
so
I can't think of his first name, but
can I ask you ladies, how'd you meet?
Oh.
I was abducted.
she's in a van, and she's in the minivan still. Mel and I met in college.
All right.
And then Roxy and I met. We were both from Staten Island, so we had met at shows like throughout the years. We just like knew of each other. And then we were about to go on the road on a tour, and a new, then non-new member quit right before their first tour with us. So we're like, we need a bass player like now and go on tour in a week. And we found Roxy and we stuck her in the van. And
They told me they had puppies.
yeah, and kittens too.
That'll do it.
She likes cats, so.
Don't forget, we also needed a singer right away.
Oh yeah, so then I started singing. Roxy started playing bass, and that was our first tour together. We're like, let's just go for it.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
The other band member who left was the lead singer bass player.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And we were like, we're not canceling this tour.
Well, good on you.
And there started Annie's singing career.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just don't know why you say, yeah, let's tour. Actually, I don't wanna. Okay, get out.
Now, how long have you guys been a band?
Well, the three of us has been what, 4 years? Almost 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we had a multiple other lineups before that, we wiped away from the internet.
We also had another band name and
They swimming with the fishes.
Yeah, this one with the fishes. Yeah. They're in the Staten Island dump.
Oh, right on. Right on. Do you change your hair color frequently, or has it been red for a long time?
Mine?
Yeah.
Actually, I think since we all started, I think about like 4 years I've had it.
Okay,
now.
so that's
it was black, but
okay, cool. Because my chick likes to change her hair color.
Yeah, I've been consistent red for years.
Even when your hair was black, you actually always had a streak of red.
Yeah, I always had red in it. I was never brave enough to do the full head, and then someone dumped bleach on the top of my head, and I had to do it.
Right on.
And then Matt wants to know, what's your favorite action movie?
Ooh. Oh man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll tell you. Could I name a couple instead of one?
Sure. There's no rules.
Yeah, what do we got? We got, you gotta love the Terminator. All right, like 1 and 2 for sure. You got my guy Rambo. What else we got? I don't know if I like it. I love Indiana Jones, James Bond.
Is Jaws an action movie?
You know what? Yeah, it is.
Okay, then Jaws.
Cool. What about the rest of yous?
Is Back to the Future an action movie?
I guess. What about Die Hard?
Yeah, Die Hard. I was going to say Die Hard.
Does National Treasure count as action?
Action adventure, yeah, I would say so.
I Am Legend, does that count as action?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, those.
Y'all seen John Wick?
Oh, yes.
Those are pretty good.
Oh yeah, those are so good.
Yeah, now y'all ever see some terrible action movies?
I just saw Rampage.
Is that with The Rock?
Yeah, with The Rock.
Yeah.
Not one of his best. I mean, it was interesting how they incorporated parts of the video game to the movie, but overall it was like the movie. But
well,
it wasn't terrible, but not one of The Rock's best. Jumanji's better.
Well, we have an interesting question in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Joe would like to know, is the word chick politically correct in the Me Too era?
Who gives a shit, man? She's my chick.
If you're, it's just about the way you say it. Like it could be anything. Like we call each other broads all the time.
Yeah.
I call like my girls, my chicks, whatever. I think it's the way someone says anything to you. It's about the context of it. So, right?
I'd agree with that. I never had a problem with the actual word.
Yeah, it's just like if you're saying it as like a friend, like, hey, what's up, girl, whatever. But if you're like, hey, girl, what are you doing? Like that could be like it,
Yeah.
it changes the context. So it literally depends how someone's speaking to you. So that's how I would say.
Yeah, 100%. And it goes, that's kind of just common sense. It depends on how your demeanor and how you say it, when I say my chick, my chick knows she's my chick,
Right.
So I don't feel so bad saying it, but I'm not going to say it in a disrespectful way. I think that's just common sense with any word,
Right.
Yeah, if you're saying it in a loving way or in a joking way, whatever, then
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the level of friendship matters. A friend can call you things that you throat punch a random idiot for. Agreed.
Apparently I only watch Sharks and Wrestlers.
True. And superhero movies.
Superhero. Oh yeah. Any Marvel or DC movie, I guess I would count as an action movie. So all of those.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. How about Lord of the Rings? Does that count as an action movie?
I don't know. What does that consider? Like
people?
Like a drama?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
Adventure?
It's an action drama adventure movie. Yep. They grumpy sharks, wrestlers, superheroes, and Law and Order, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Matt says if Nick Cage is in it, it's automatically an action movie.
Nick Cage, man.
Oh, true. And Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Are you an Impractical Jokers fan, Alex?
Yeah, I like it.
Love it. They just put out a new season. I was laughing hysterically.
Didn't they just put out a movie, dear? Or was that a while?
They did, right? And I saw it right before we went into lockdown. They like just
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. They did okay with it. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to do. Like, it's kind of like the Jackass movie, or like when Johnny Knoxville did like the Bad Grandpa. It's kind of like that same. It's that same deal of like kind of. It's a movie, but they're throwing in the random like skits to kind of interact with the like storyline. So it could get a little. Like the actual skits were good, but then like them like trying to act out like in between those things, it kind of like you lose it a little bit, But it had those funny moments in there. Although I'll say, as being from Staten Island, they made their high school, which is an all-boys Catholic school, which they mentioned in the movie, had girls coming out of class. And I'm like, come on. Like we've all been saying, like, this is an all-male Catholic school. Like, what are you putting chicks in there for? The chicks.
They want to know, is Borat an action movie?
I guess.
Borat.
Comedy action, maybe.
Very nice.
Scoozy.
That is a ridiculous movie. The new one was very ridiculous as well.
I forgot they made a second one.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Mel, you didn't see it yet, right?
I haven't even seen the first one. Okay, so I got so sick of people, like, especially my cousins and my sisters would just quote it nonstop as soon as they saw it. And I got so sick of it before I'd even watched it that I didn't even want to watch it. But now I feel like I need to because I'm like missing out. I need to go see it. Same thing happened with Napoleon Dynamite. My cousins and sisters were just quoting it nonstop that I was like, I'm so sick of this and I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, those got a little out of hand real fast. Yeah, I feel like maybe Impractical Jokers is probably like the cleaner-ish version of Jackass. Kind of.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Clean-ish.
So, you mentioned that going back to some music stuff. You mentioned that you were filming music videos. You guys are writing new songs with the world over. You've been doing gigs with your tribute band. What do you have in store, like coming out? What are you guys foreseeing for the near future, for the far future? Is there stuff that you're kind of like in limbo because you don't know when things are going to open back up, or do you have set plans? Like, what's kind of your outlook for the year?
For the world over?
For the world over and for all your projects.
Well, the world over is it's got, man, there's a lot of like wheels turning, man. It's like I'm sure right now there's like a lot of text messages that I just haven't seen, and there's already been decisions made. Like it happens all the time where it's like I'm busy doing something and I look in the text thread, oh, looks like we're doing this now. It's like cool. And I never have a problem with that. Like any momentum, I'm rolling with it. But there's always something going on. We got 2 EPs ready to roll. We got some new music still being made. We got the music videos ready to be dropped, as in releasing a release plan. We're in talks right now about that. We're really, it's hard to like, it's hard to like trust the times and be like, yeah, it's going to be safe. This is the right time to do it, but we keep like going back and forth about the timing and all that. I can say there's definitely going to be some, one of the EPs will be released fairly soon, but I guess we're playing the long game here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we're all on the long.
Yeah. So
what's plans? Everything's canceled. I mean, who knows?
I feel like we're in like a giant game of Monopoly where you just keep putting the board under the bed and like continue the next day. The game just doesn't end.
I just haven't reached go. I keep going to jail.
I mean, we'd love to, we're looking into possibly doing, because there's some festivals going on and there's there's some shows happening, and we'd like to pull the trigger on some of that stuff. I know Idol X has shows lined up for the rest of the year, and as for the rest of the the other artists that I work with, they don't have plans. I haven't heard much about the other artists.
Mm-hmm. Limbo.
Yeah.
Have you played any Limbo during quarantine?
I have.
You have.
Yeah.
Has that been your quarantine game?
Yep.
Quarantine Olympics.
Oh yeah, Roxy, weren't you doing quarantine mini golf?
That
Did you ever win?
No.
No. You lost against yourself.
Yes.
Did the cat steal all the golf balls?
No.
Well, you had a cat trying to steal your headphones before. I was laughing at it.
Yeah, you were like getting attacked there. There's just tail in your face.
Attacking the cats.
Matt in the chat says you just have to stay positive, keep creating, make those around you 6 feet or more feel loved. Support and love is needed more than ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we are gonna wrap it up. So, and I didn't even click on that, but Vin says hi. I didn't even mean to click on that, but hey. We do like to end off on a positive note. I know Matt there started you off, but would you like to leave off on a positive note for musicians or even like audience members looking to go to a show? We just like to put you on the spot and help everyone with a nice thing to leave.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna piggyback off what a fine gentleman here was saying about stay positive. Make sure you're being a loving person and showing support to those who need it right now, because everyone's going through a hard time, And as a musician, it's extra hard for musicians right now. But yeah, like he said as well, stay creative and keep your head up. Things are slowly coming around. There's, like I said, there's shows happening in some places. It just ultimately that's up to you if you want to, if you feel that's okay and safe or not. But I feel like things are slowly coming around, and hopefully in the near future, or by the end of the year, we'll be able to start playing some kind of shows at a normal pace. But yeah, keep practicing, man. For all you musicians out there, keep working on that craft.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for tuning in with us. Is there any other sites you want to plug, anything like that, for everyone to follow you at?
That one right there.
That's your Instagram account.
Yeah.
So everyone could check you out there.
Yeah.
And when they go to that Instagram, there's links to all your other projects and bands and everything on there, right?
Well, it says in my bio, who I play for right there. And if
Awesome.
not, y'all know where I live.
I'll add this comment in there. Witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And hopefully we get to see you soon and play a show with you or something at some point. And
that'd be rad.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to cross paths soon.
Hopefully we get to go to a rage room together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. I'll see everyone soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.